What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Monday, episode 453 piece. As always, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you're not tracking on Pickets, what are you waiting for? Go fucking download the app. It takes 3 seconds, cannot be cleaner, easier to use, and start tracking your bets on Pickets. Javon, we had a little push, a little tease, if you will, on Friday for the squad rides. A push is not a loss, but still trying to figure out how we didn't scrape some more runs together on that Friday night over in DC, boots on ground. That's probably what it was. Maybe it was because I was in attendance. They weren't giving us that win. Either way, Javon, those coins came home, but they did not multiply. Comments on the squad ride / plays on Friday.
Yeah, we got Lane Thomas in the outfield with the Gold Glove, saving us from some Meemaw, which would have been huge.
Yeah, just feels like you weren't yelling loud enough, Krabs. Am I? Oh, at the game. I thought you were talking about the mic.
Yeah, you
That's how
might
you had
not
some
have been
serious
loud
mic
enough.
issues.
That might have been the
Maybe I
difference.
didn't give it my all. Yeah, maybe I didn't give it my all out there. She might be onto something. Maybe I wasn't yelling enough. I feel like I was yelling definitely loud enough when Davey Martinez was arguing, but maybe it was not loud enough. Okay, should have brought the glove. Maybe that would have been the difference. I don't know. Either way, we got to get back to the drawing board today and find a winner for the people. Okay, we got to find a squad ride W. We have zero excuses whatsoever, Javon. We've got MLB, NBA, NHL. We got the big three. Okay, zero excuses, only winners. Here's the sharp report from Friday. Seems like you were already on that game plan. Okay, you're a little ahead. 4-0.
Yeah, that was the plan for me from the jump.
There we go. Come on.
Great card. Kyle Gibson Masterclass. Yeah,
great card from Friday, Javon. Holy smokes, that over. Blake Snell, bless his heart. Yep, bring those broomskis out, please, will ya? Gosh, man, Blake Snell, he's got to figure it out. But plenty of runs in that game. I'm sure he will. All right, the Yankees, they were juiced, but they were free. Good bet there. The under in St. Louis, that was a sharp bet. And that smacked. And Kyle Gibson went less than his ERA. So great job there, Javon. Let's run that shit back and have a day like that today. Why not us?
Sure.
Dubs. Chats, I will be running the Surge stream right after this as well. Trent is out, but the show must go on. So stick around. Please start crafting some winners for me. And feel free to come on, give a pitch. If you've never come on before and you watch BTL, maybe you got a play you love today, feel free. Okay, we'll drop the link during the show. Stick around. Okay, we're not done just yet today. We got BTL, Surgical Stream, 2-piece. Hold the fry. All right, guys. Let's look at the king of the boards from last week. I think I added another crown to my collection. I have about 100 now. 4-1. Unbelievable. Javon 3-2, though. No complaints either. You're plus chick. We can't be upset. This is honestly what we want right here, chat. This is the perfect king of the boards. 10-piece. I guess you could call it. We're both in the green. That's what we need.
Yeah, there we go. We take that every day of the week or every week of the month.
Every week of the month. Okay, every day, typically. Not every day, but putting in PODs that we love. And we're finding green beans. Okay, 4-1. We take that any day of the week, chat, and twice on Sunday. Let's go ahead and give out some free Prize Picks promo. All right, for anybody who dropped a little crab on the tweet last Monday, let's get Goots up here. Get him loose.
Gentlemen.
Get him moving. Goots, how we feeling? How's it hanging?
It's hanging.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, guys, anybody who dropped a crab emoji, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway here. If you have no idea what this is, if you're new, okay, every Monday we come in here, the winner of King of the Board from the previous week, we give out some coins for whoever backed, the surgeon who ends up winning. This time it was me. So we'll see who dropped a little crab emote or a little crabs comment under this tweet, Goots. Go ahead and pick. I trust you. All right, let's give somebody some Prize Picks promo.
Here we go. This man.
All right, boarding.
And he even predicted your record. Or was that elsewhere? Where is it? Yeah, he literally predicted your record.
Exactly.
Well, he definitely deserves the coins then. Let's get that guy some Prize Picks promo. Borden, if you're in chat right now, show yourself, hand up. All right, I want to see. Let me know. Let me know if you're around. All right. We got some sub banks coming in hot as well. We got Jay McSneak coming in, starting BTL stream with a 23 months bang. Let's have a great week, boys. Yes, sir, Jay. Let's have a great fucking week, okay? My name's Jeffrey, coming in resubbing as well. Love to see that. Love to see it. Chat, we're going to go ahead and put out a tweet for this as well this week. If you want to win some Prize Picks promo, all you got to do is pick which surgeon is going to end up on top for King of the Board this week. Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Javon? You drop a crab emote, you drop a milk emote, whatever the hell you got to do in the comments, and you could potentially win some Prize Picks promos. All right, Javon's due. Maybe drop some milk emotes. Chat, just get involved. All right, do it now before you forget. The link to the tweet is right here. You got no excuses. Zero excuses. Okay, it's literally right here. We got Total Slayer dropping a 5U whale. Let's go Total Slayer. Sure. Love that. My milk pick needs, Javon win. Yeah, Richie, keep throwing that shit down there. It'll win eventually. All right, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Dubs. What else we got for today? No wager wheel, I don't think. Oh, we already brought it up. It's already here.
No wager wheel?
No wager wheel because of a push on Friday. Are we moving?
Yeah, I don't think we have a wager wheel.
How was my sharp report on Friday?
I don't know if that's wager wheel level.
Chad, what do we think? That's definitely
inches from 2 and 2.
Definitely close.
Inches from 2 and 2, and we're pulling out the wager wheel.
No reason for a wager wheel. All right, Big Rob has spoken. He's right. He's right. If we want to make these punishments as shitty as I intend to be, we don't want to use this every day. We don't want to use it every day. Because I got some ideas we're going to put on there that people are going to be pretty surprised about. Okay? Including the one that we added last week where I have to go and sit out by the baseball field across my street in a full uniform and ask to get a celeb hit until somebody lets me fucking hit for their team. That's not something I want to do or would not wish on my worst enemy. But it's on there. It's on the wheel. Okay? We don't need to bring the wheel out every day when we got shit like that on there. All right? I agree. W, Javon, talk me off that ledge. Good work. All right, awesome. We got a day game starting up here in 20 minutes? Oakland and the Yanks. I figure we probably cut the shit, talk about that one real quick before we dive into today's work. All right, we got an early game here, folks. Lock the fuck in. Oakland and the Yanks. All right, probably the worst game ever. Yankees are minus 250. Totals up to 8.5 from 8. Javon, are the Yankees going to smack them around with Rodon on the bump against Sears? What are your thoughts early in this game?
They just might, but I took this over, and I was very surprised now to see it up to 8.5.
Well, Sears might be out.
No, he's saying outs.
Oh, Sears outs.
Outs.
Okay, continue. No.
But yeah, I don't like either of these pitchers today. JP Sears has been most every time he's gone up against the Yankees. Maybe that's because they know him a little better, but they also match up pretty well against him. And then Rodon has been pretty fortunate, I guess, to start the season so far. And funny enough, a lot of these pitchers, when they come back against terrible teams, I don't have great numbers against that side of the plate. That's usually where the metrics come to bite you in the ass, and you don't get as lucky. And kind of feeling that today. I think the A's are going to be pretty aggressive early on, which I know I saw you on that weird Rodon walk square fade, and I think that works perfectly because I think the A's are not going to let him get deep into counts, and that's going to work well for them early on, and they're not going to settle into where they're going to strike out a shit ton in this game, which is what they usually do against lefties. So I think we get a lot of runs, but yeah, a majority of them are probably from the Yanks.
Achilles, you're doing the Lord's work. Unfortunately, I am just 10 steps ahead, so I did already put that on the sharp report. We're going to talk about that square here in a moment. Carlos wrote down, just like Javon mentioned, less than 1.5 walks. He's been a walk machine. Oakland at home walks the least out of any team in baseball. I don't know what it is when they're playing at home, but they swing. And Rodon, if I was Rodon going into this matchup, and I've been walking the fucking bases loaded every start I've had this year, and that's been the one thing biting me in the ass, I'd probably say, hey, you're facing the A's. You've got good stuff. If you can't fill the zone up and be extremely accurate and not nibble against the Oakland Athletics, then maybe you aren't Carlos Rodon. Maybe you aren't the guy you cracked up to be. Fill the fucking zone up. Let him hit it. All right. And Oakland is very aggressive at home. They already don't walk a lot, especially in the Coliseum. I think Rodon goes right at him in this game, and he goes less than his 1.5 walks. Talk about a donkey square. Carlos Rodon less than 1.5 walks to me is a donkey square.
Well, they're in the Bronx today, so not in the Coliseum, but that works.
Shit.
That works, I think, even better because need that little league ballpark.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, man. Let me see what Oakland's at. I got their splits up right here. I want to make sure they still walk not that much on the roads. Yeah, they still are bottom 7 in walks on the road as well. So this Oakland team doesn't walk much, right? The sell job still stands. Carlos Rodon, fill the fucking zone up, buddy. You can't be walking the bases loaded with that 98-mile-an-hour fastball that's so great. That's why they got paid, the big bucks to come over to New York. Fill the zone up. You're facing the A's. All right, you're on your home mount. Dubs. Look at the Rodon strikeout square. I'll take a peep. Seeing his walks at minus 170. Where at, Token? I saw it was minus 120. Huh. I don't love that. And yeah, we need the freaking earn run squares up, man. They took those off because we were printed on those puppies. I think they're gone. We need those back.
Need those today.
We need those back. All right, Total Slayer also. People can't sleep. He's got 10 units. He's already subbed up today. Total Slayer, you're my goat. Let me know what you're sweating out today. Let me know. I mean, yeah, Rodon, fill the zone up. It kind of correlates a little bit, right? If he's, accurate and not walking people, he should get more strikeouts, right?
And 2+2=4. It's also just an A's tax. Pretty much every pitcher you see when they play the A's, especially if they're lefty, their chart's going to be red. It's not really ever weird.
Are we seeing some movement on these walks right now?
Potentials.
People are freaking me out. I'm looking at it right now, right in front of my face. And now I'm seeing he's up to -140 from -120 on the green book. Great. You're telling me the over walks allowed prop on the books is getting steamed, bro? How?
Might be getting nuked.
How? What the? All right, we're going to move. We're going to groove. Let's keep talking. Let's pull up the sharp report for today. All right, we already went in, talked about the Rodon Square. We talked about this Yankees game. I do think the Yankees roll and win this game big personally, but not going to play it. All right, I will have that Rodon Square in something, but I'm going to stick away from a straight bet in that game. Javon, you're going with runs early. So, Chad, if you guys need an early day play, that's probably where you want to go. All right, plenty of runs. That one soars over by the 7th inning. Looks like you got a good number as well at 8 earlier today. Good.
Yeah, it really wasn't that long ago either. It was probably like 30 minutes ago. I locked it in. So it's going up fast, which is a little surprising. But yeah, I talked about it. Like runs, think both these pitchers get nuked. Probably going to be a little more JP Sears, and maybe we see a Stantonian bomb today.
That'd be nice. What about Judge? Nice. Maybe he gets involved. Maybe he gets active.
Could be. There is. Anytime I see that Stanton run square up, though, I just refuse to not take it. Because probably 60% of the time it turns green because of a nuke, and I kick myself for not taking it. So you're damn sure I'm not missing that opportunity today.
Okay. Noted. It's Giancarlo Day. Trust me, I got no problem staying off Aaron Judge. Okay. You don't got to tell me twice. We got Alico 706 coming in, resubbing. Mavericks to win the final. Should be free, right, Prime? Wow. How about that game last night? How about that game? I mean, look, when the spreads came out for these NBA games this weekend, I feel like they were the opposite of every freaking sharp angle we talked about and had last week in the series prices before the series even started up. It was like all the teams we thought were going to stink were all getting mad respect on the lines, and they all came through. And then we saw every favorite in the NHL and the NBA this weekend win. The hell was that? Boring.
Yeah. We'll see.
Come on now. Not even the Caps could change the narrative and pull off a little upset.
I mean, we knew that, Grabs. We knew that, Grabs.
Yeah, we knew it.
You know, a fighting chance in hell.
They played okay. They hung around. How about it?
Yeah.
They probably could get up 10 goals in that game if need be.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheesh. Hung around the first and fell apart. They were gassed. Javon, do you like that total at 8.5 in the Yankees game? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah. I'm betting for pushes.
Good. All right, let's keep moving and grooving here. Go over some more MLB plays. Chat, if you guys need some action for the early game, the OVA in Oakland and New York. Javon likes it. It's on his sharp reports. Might be worth a sprank. Okay? Let me talk about Pittsburgh real quick. I know a thing or two about Joe Ross. All right, Joe Ross, welcome back to the MLB. Good to see him healthy, at least for right now. The ERA is starting to climb up after some solid starts to begin the year. Our guy Jones catching some steam here, about 10 cents on the ML. Love that. This is my guy this season on Pittsburgh. He's a fucking wagon. All right. The total dropped from 8.5 to 7.5 in this game. I do think it'll be a pitcher's duel. And I love seeing Pittsburgh catch some steam when they haven't won a game in forever. Okay. They've lost, haven't kept any games close, at least their last 5. Milwaukee, on the other hand, has caught fire again. They've won 4 in a row. So they enter the series on the road against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh gets a chance to hit the reset button here. They're still 500 on the season. They still have hope, all right? But at home in the spot, must-win game, and luckily they have their best starter out there, in my opinion. So I think Jones goes out there and deals. This game is going to be close, low scoring. With them catching steam on this losing streak, I'm going to take a stab at them, and I actually like Pittsburgh's bullpen. I don't like how Bednar's been playing overall this season, but I still believe in him. I know they still have Chapman as well. Milwaukee's bullpen also very solid, but I'm not, trying to get cute here and just take Pittsburgh first 5. Back in their starter. I'm okay with backing Pittsburgh overall in this game because their bullpen's okay. And just the fact that they're catching this much steam up to minus 145 at home on this losing streak makes you want to lock in the full game and not get cute with the first 5.
Yeah, I'm in on that. I think Jared Jones has a really solid start today. Line's probably a little fat too, and Joe Ross is probably going to do what Joe Ross should be doing. So I'm in.
Krabs Pirates ML is a dono. Coming from a Pirates fan. We have life. This is good. We got Adam's got picks coming in resubbing. Love to see that. Adam, how we doing? Good morning. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Okay. Is Brady Singer getting lit up today? We're going to talk about him as well. All right. Let's keep powering through these sharp reports. Javon, I'm going to go ahead and go 2-for-1 special here and talk about the Snakes. All right. I'm going to wrap it around. Let's talk about Arizona. All right. They're minus 105, opened up, I believe, plus a hundo against Lance Lynn, who's been unbelievable this season, and I want to fade him. I do. Arizona catching some serious line respect here with Fott on the bump, who is the guy people don't like at all. His ERA is high as heck. He's been sketchy. He walks people. He's suspect, whatever. I like him. I think he's okay. I think he's got solid stuff. And against the Cardinals, who can't hit shit on this losing streak right now, I'm willing to take my chances and back Arizona and Fott to go out there, hopefully fill the zone and not give any free passes to this veteran Cardinals team. But if he can, I like his chances. I like that they're catching minimal steam. I like that the odds were already short in this game with how well Lance Lynn has pitched this season. Okay, he's been one of the best arms in baseball. And he's getting disrespected like this by Arizona, who's still, 11-12, under 500 and struggling. I'll take a stab at the D-backs, a team who I believe in the coming weeks will play significantly better. And the Cardinals haven't shown me shit. They still look like the team from previous seasons who have let everybody down.
Yeah, I'm in on Fott pitching well today because I don't know if you know or remember, first start he actually did pitch against them in that series. I was in Arizona and he gave up 6 runs and got absolutely turked. So usually I wouldn't say it's too much line respect, even though the Cardinals have been god awful, but or at least last series they were god awful. They got swept by the Brewers, but yeah, it seems a little odd seeing it where it is now, line where it is now after how terrible Fott pitched and how good Lance Lynn's been so far this season. So I would love to bet on a bounce back.
Sure. Give me the Snakes, chat. They bite today on the road. All right. They get back to 500 against the Cardinals. Javon, take me to the ice, my man. What do you like about that Toronto and Boston Ova?
Yeah, I think we see a little more back and forth in this game today, and I think it's going to come with offense. So, Bruins shit on them last game. Only reason it snuck over is because they got some bullshit at the end, and the end of the third period there, I think it was 5-1 final. But the reason why the Leafs were, I don't know, I don't want to say they were terrible because they outplayed them for a good part of the game. They just had Boston, they played into Boston's hands. So they capitalized on every big mistake. And the reason they made mistakes is because they were so stuck up in what they did the second half of the season and trying to play super physical and beat Boston at their own game. That didn't work. And every time they tried to do that, that's when they turned it over in their zone and they weren't able to get anything going offensively for a majority of the game other than, little spurts here and there. So now I think, especially I would love to see Nylander come back and see if he plays in this game. But even if he doesn't, I think they're going to stop that bullshit, stop trying to play or beat the Bruins at their own game and be a little more aggressive offensively, play with a little more tempo. And maybe that helps them, strike first and strike earlier in this game and make Boston chase the game for a bit. So I think this game is, I don't want to say it's going to be like Jets Avs like it was yesterday, but a little more back and forth with some early goals. And maybe we see a bit more exciting of a game down to the wire. Muted rumors.
Were you impressed by Boston's first upset victory when not a single person has talked about them or liked them this year, which I feel like is rare for the Bruins? Or was that almost, it made so little sense that it made so much sense that it came to fruition because it's the Bruins?
Everybody liked the Leafs going into a playoff series. You kind of felt like that was going to happen first game, but they also, they put up a stinker game one all the fucking time. It's not just like they do it every playoff series, but I wasn't shocked to see it. I'm not a big Leafs believer like the entire world is for God knows whatever reason, but yeah, I think they'll respond a little better. I don't know if they win the game tonight, but I at least think it's going to be a bit better of an effort.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Wish my Caps played tonight. Honestly, it's probably a good thing they don't play today. We don't need 2 back-to-back losses in back-to-back days. I do have tickets for Game 3 in DC, which I believe is on Friday night. So yeah, do you think that was a good investment of money, or am I going to go see them get blown out 5-0? What's good with that?
I mean, probably won't get blown out, but
I mean, they'll be home, right? Still have that Caps magic energy behind them from the crowd.
Hey, at least it's not you're going to Game 4 where you can see the Rangers celebrating on your home ice.
That is true. No chance of a clinch.
Yeah.
All right. And who knows? Maybe they'll pull off a crazy upsets in the next game, and that game will be absolutely insane on Friday. We don't know. They still got to play the game, right? It hasn't happened yet. We'll see. All right, chat. Chaco's going to the game tomorrow. That's fire, dude. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Let's pivot back to some MLB talk. All right, I want to go over this over on the Diamonds out in LA. All right, we got the O's, we got the Angels, we got Suarez, who, if you guys remember, I mean, Goots, you could probably add on to this if you want, but this dude pitched for the first time in 4 or 5 years and was unbelievable, right?
Yeah, it was his first start since 2017. He pitched 4 innings. He pitched great, no earned runs.
Yep.
And that's definitely not baked in this line. I think they're not giving him much respect. So that makes me. People were asking for the O's report from me. I wouldn't bet their money line, but I definitely love this over angle you got right here.
Okay. Yeah, you think he might come back down to earth here a little bit today?
A little bit. Yeah.
Has to.
Yeah.
Come on. This is Suarez we're talking about here. And Detmers on the other side, too. I mean, look, you could put him in the same bracket, although he's had way more great starts this season. He's been unbelievable this season. He does deserve that credit, okay? But this is still Reed Detmers we're talking about, folks. Are we buying in fully? Are we expecting a full elite season out of Reed Detmers, Cy Young type? Or is he going to regress and absolutely fall apart for the next month like he's done in previous years where he has a great month and followed up with the worst month on earth? It's Reed Detmers. He's one of the most inconsistent arms in baseball. Right now, he's dialed, okay? But looking at this total, with the juice starting out on the under 8.5 at minus 115, now we're seeing the over almost up to 9 some places because that juice is completely flipped and now even getting a higher number. I want to fade both these starters. It's not even just Suarez, Goots' guy. I want to fade both. I want to back both bats. Both teams are coming off of low-scoring games. I think we buy low and fades, sell high on both these two arms. I like these offenses right now. Mike Trout's going to have a field day today, and the O's are going to do plenty against Detmers if they can stay patient enough.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think we get some runs, especially from the Angels. So I'm with you there.
Good. All right. O's just go to lefty and Reagans too. Yeah, if they can hit Reagans, they can hit Detmers. Okay, hopefully I didn't just jinx that and ruin the whole game, but we'll see. Devon, take me to Philly, bro. What do you like about the Phillies on the ML today?
I'm not gonna lie, kind of off Philly now because of
okay. Well,
in between the time we cooked up and you got Bryce Harper out now, which usually I would buy, but I just needed like one thing to go different in this game because I was already backing Ranger Suarez off a complete game shutout, and anything else in it I just didn't need to be involved in. So cancel that and add the Giants on the ML against the Mets today for me instead, which crazy collapse from the Giants yesterday. Probably should have won that game, but now they have Keaton Wynn going up against I think Jose Quintana, which I think is a really good matchup for them because they need a slower tossing non-strikeout artist guy to avoid a lot of the issues they have with that lineup. But that's exactly what you get with Jose Quintana, even though he's been probably a little better than a lot of people, myself included, have expected. But I think it's going to be a pretty tough matchup for a lot of those Mets bats who they kind of need the same thing in a soft tossing lefty, and you're not getting that with Keaton Wynn and however long you're going to see that Giants bullpen. So I like them in that game. You can sub that in for the Phillies.
Sure. W pivot. Love that. We got some sub banks coming in hot as well. We got not mid-major Matt coming in resubbing 24 months. Jeesh. Let's go not mid-major Matt. 2-piece. 2 years. Hold the fry. Old man All-American coming in hot. Let's have a day, boys. Sure. 14 months. Dubs. Vibes are up this Monday. All right. Let's keep the train rolling. All right. We're going to smack a squad ride today. We're going to go over all the questions, all the plays you guys want to cover. All right, we're going to talk about them, NHL, NBA, MLB. We got time today. All right, now we're going to go over some prize pick squares. I'm still sticking with that Rodon square. I do have it in entries. I'm not wavering. All right, sure, the juice is up to minus 150 on the over now. Kind of sketch, but I still have it locked in. So if you guys want a square, maybe pair that with something today, okay? Let's go over the other squares that have not, starting up here in the next minute or so. Let's see what else we got, Goots. I think I took Mike Trout. Sure. He's been cold the last couple games. I mentioned him earlier. I like his matchup today. I think he absolutely crushes, Suarez, the veteran. I like Mike Trout in a little bounce back spot here at home. He's been crushing the ball overall this season. Maybe he hits another nuke. I don't know. That could definitely help this total, but I want to buy low on Mike Trout. Looking at this chart, that high fantasy score, as it should be. Okay, it's Mike Trout. But looking at his last couple games, coming off that goose egg to Cincy, 2 goose eggs in his last 3, I'll buy low on one of the goats and take him to ball today.
I'm in on that. If they're going to score a shit ton of runs, he's probably going to have to be involved.
Fuck Matt Olson. Yes. Good, Matt. Good. Is Matt Olson going yard again? Seems like he hasn't gone yard since Nam. Yeah, Joshy, we shouldn't even talk about that because I think that was Matt's joke here. He took his season-long less than. I think we ended up pairing that in the BTL one, too. Yeah, we need him to keep going off here. All right. People forget he's had the most home runs in baseball since 2018, I believe, was the graphic they showed over the weekend I saw on TV. Matt Olson more than Aaron Judge, just because he's played more games. Obviously not hurt. He's not made of glass bones. So pretty crazy stat, but can he keep that up? Probably not. And he's already starting to regress this season. So could be a good call there, Matt. Knock on wood, hopefully. All right. Still a lot of ball game left this season, though. We got Big Bubs coming in hot, dropping a subby. Hope y'all had a good 420. Sure. W Big Bubs. All right. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what you are taking today on this Monday slate. Judge Falloff needs to be studied. Go ahead and lock in the squares with him now because the gambling gods saw this and are going to give him a home run today. Gosh. A Judge nuke today with feed generations. Hey, just keep taking them every day. Should come through eventually, right? What does he have? 3 this year? I believe. 3 or 4 nukes?
That's not too many.
Let's see, Javon.
I think he has 2, right? 3?
He's got 3-piece. That's not going to cut it, Aaron Judge. Juan Soto, clearly the best player on that team. It's not even close at this point.
Do you want to address the Salvador Perez legacy season?
Salvador fucking Perez, dude. How many does he have?
He's got to have
how many
by now?
6,
how
maybe.
Many? You know what? I got something to show you guys too. Somebody find out how many he's got. I'm going to be back in 10 seconds.
He has 6.
Yeah, there we go.
6
Salvi
gags.
Bonds.
Literally Barry Bonds.
It's like I don't know if I've seen one where it just looks like an absolute nuke off the bat either.
It's not, but every time I look at my phone, I get the MLB home run tweet. It's like Salvador Perez home run.
Yeah, I mean it's always how it ends up. It's always just like a crazy slider low and away, somehow pulls and it just goes over the wall.
Yeah,
it's crazy, absolutely crazy. And yeah, Corey Seager, yeah, Bookit with Prime and whale urine. Watching Corey Seager home runs be absolute moose piss as well. You hate to see that. Hate to see that. But I mean, we got some positive go well updates on my end though. Shout out Ellie on pace for 75,000 stolen bases. You like that? Zach Gallen got blew up over the weekend.
Yes, he did. Everything looks great except for Salvador Perez, right? I mean, look, I'll tip my cap to Salvi Perez. If he plays, 162 games this year and hits, a record-breaking 65 nukes, I will charge it. He will become my favorite player ever, and I will respect him more than I ever have. And I already do a lot. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's the only one that's really fucking it over. Abrams finally got a steal this weekend. Holy smokes. He's been too busy hitting nukes, chat. But look, we don't even have to worry about Abrams till the second half of the season. Look what he did last year. I mean, he would smack this in just the second half of the year if need be. So I think right now he's on a little bit of a power surge. They're moving him around the lineup, trying to figure out where he best fits. It's really annoying. And he's been Barry Bonds. So do not worry about the steals yet. I am worried about Salvi and nukes, though. I am. All right?
Yeah, probably should be.
And I want this on records. Of course, doing a little jersey pull. I think this might have been from the 24-hour stream.
I think it was on the 24-hour stream.
I'm pretty sure it was. You can't make it up. So add this to the fucking list. Obviously, pull out, one of these freaking bags. You pick a team, whatever, and if they pull your team, pull a player out of there from your squads, you get the jersey, right? So I sprinkled on the Royals. They were cheap. I wanted a Royals jersey. We might go see them in person this year. Who knows? I just obviously fuck with the Royals. All right, these jerseys are fun. They're authentics. What do I freaking win? Oh, would you look at that? A Salvador Perez. A Salvador Perez signed jersey. You can't script it. Out of all the guys on the Royals, all the greats, okay, this is the guy that gets fucking pulled out of here. Salvi, signature. Are you kidding me? Talk about a big fuck you from the gambling gods. You can see the SIG right there on the 1. Unbelievable. Salvi Perez said, hey, don't forget. Don't forget about me. Okay? Now I got that to keep for the rest of my life. And now I know that he's definitely going more than his home runs for the season.
Yeah.
Now that I have this jersey in my possession. Unbelievable, bro.
5K potentials with Bo
Forgot
Jackson.
about that, Javon.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Looks like we have a Rodon hit by pitch on the first batter.
Oh, nice. That doesn't count as a walk.
No, it's not a walk.
Can use that to clean my car. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty cool jersey, though. To be honest with you, he's a World Series champ. He's one of the greatest roles ever. That's a pretty cool jersey. Just not cool that he's hitting absolute nukes left and right this season. That is not cool.
Yeah, not great.
Reese hit by pitch. All right, let's get some runs going, Javon. Huh? Why
Yeah.
not us? Let's get some runs flowing. Ellie strikeout square today. I think I'm good on that. O2 County hit his foot. Jesus. W picks with D, staying
Good.
locked. All right, let's go over these prize pick squares from Javon. I'm very curious to hear about Orlando Arcia and Zach Littell. Ooh, you're backing your guy, Littell, who's been
I'm
great so
backing
far
my
this
guy.
season. I need to hear
Yeah.
these cell drops. What do you got?
Yes. I mean, Arcia is a little, I don't know, easier of an angle, I guess, because he's going to be hitting a little higher in the lineup. Dude, there's no way Aaron Boone's getting tossed 2 batters into the A's game. First game of the
I'm just
series
talking
against the
shit to the Yanks
A's.
manager. So they must have had some beef, from prior times, obviously, if he's getting ejected in the first inning.
Dude,
Look, he's freaking out. He's saying, what are you talking about?
5 pitches into the first game of a series against the Oakland Athletics, and you're getting tossed. That's dedication to your craft.
He is the king of bitching. That's for sure.
He is the absolute king of bitching, which is crazy.
Go ahead and cash
That's-
Boone under
that's
outs again,
insane.
chat. That was the freest bet in all the lands.
Yeah, Boone under outs was literal maw.
I'm not the biggest Yankees fan. You guys know that. I don't even think Aaron Boone's a great manager. I don't. But I do like his heart and that he chirps the living hell out of these umpires for his guys. That I do like.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can't. That's entertaining as heck to watch. Come on, grow
can't
up.
really argue it. Can't argue
You
it.
can't. That's absolutely electric. Get in his fucking face. Let him know he fucked up the call. All right, I'd be doing the same thing. I don't care if this is a softball, intramural league. Let him know. It's his job.
I'll show you what really ticked him off.
Yeah, let's see it.
Strike. Did you see it?
Okay.
I mean, what is he
I mean,
bitching about on the strike?
Look,
What's his call?
he called a strike.
Yeah, but he
That's what
wants
that
that.
ball was.
He wants that.
yeah, he's just not locked in right now. I think he might even just be bitching, even though it helped them, Javon, just being like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? Wake
What
up,
was he
open your
angry
eyes
at,
type. You know what I mean?
What was he
He's like, what the
still
hell are you
bitching
doing,
at?
man? Are you in REM? Holy
That's
smokes.
That's just insane.
He was mad about the ump giving the warning, and then he tossed him after he didn't say shit. Okay. Yeah, Boone might just want to take the
Okay.
rest of the day off, folks. Javon,
But
take me to Atlanta, Miami. What do you like about Arcia? Why is he scoring today?
yeah, he's scoring. He's probably going to be hitting a little higher in the lineup. Usually does against lefties, and they're facing Ryan Weathers today, who A is rat shit, B walks a lot of guys. So God forbid, he's got guys or got getting on base without getting to hit himself with all the power hitters they have behind him. But from the hitting side of things, he also throws a shit ton of fastballs, which is exactly what Arcia thrives off of. So would not be surprised to see him take one deep. But at the same time, I think Weathers gets tapped up, especially by the guys that are hitting right below where Arcia is probably going to hit today. So I love his chances if he gets on base. And that Marlins bullpen is absolutely gassed after the last couple days. So not that they scare you in the first place, but I think there will be plenty of opportunity, even if he doesn't have to get it off Weathers and gets it later in the game. So I like him to score. Then other one I had Littell. I think a lot of people love Scooball today. He's maybe court prop of the day, but it's outs, so who knows? But a lot of Scooball's lines look awfully low. I'll say that. And I kind of came into today thinking that I wanted to square up with Scooball and take every single prop because the Rays have not been able to hit shit. But the one reason they've been so bad is because Kevin Cash loves to have like a little platoon stack, and they haven't been able to really do it against a lefty. And now they can, because I think they're going to put straight 9 righties in the lineup today. And like, again, they haven't been hitting well because they don't have lefties in the lineup, especially ones with power. Tariq Skubal, he gives up some turkeys. And a lot of the times it's against a full lineup of power righties like Paredes, Yandy. We'll see if Randy can pick it up. He's been terrible right now, but a lot of those guys I think are in good standing today. So I like their chances of a win in the game. But Zach Littell is going up against the Tigers lineup, who is terrible against righties. They're, I think, second to last, only behind the A's in hard hit rate against lefties or against right-handed pitching, which is exactly what Zach Littell kind of thrives off of. And they strike out a lot against right-handed pitching too, which it's a perfect recipe for Littell, who honestly in that second Angel start, which it's tough to face the team 2 times in a week, but didn't look nearly as sharp. And I think he kind of comes back and has a really good outing today. And what's probably a low-scoring game, barring, I don't know, a big inning or two, which probably I think is going to come from the Rays. So I like him to have a pretty solid performance today. And yes, Jen, I think it's his line should be higher because it's usually a full strikeout higher. And not only is it a full strikeout lower today, but it's also juiced the under against the Rays and how terrible they've been striking out against everybody in the league. So to see that line is really weird. That reminds me of, who was it? Kyle Harrison, like strikeout prop against the Marlins when it was everybody's favorite square, and it was like the same exact line as it was against worse teams. So yeah, that really gets me the same type of vibe. But Littell is my guy in that game.
Rodon, 3 outs, 10 pitches, no walks. We do love that. I think he had a pick off in there as well. That might have been the worst, weirdest first inning of all time.
That's a hilarious inning.
Hilarious top of the first inning. We had an ejection. We had a hit by pitch. We had a guy picked off. We had Rodon not allowing a run. A lot of weird shit happened that first inning. Wow. Good for them. Javon, I could more than get down with both those angles, especially the Littell one after opening up my Twitter today and seeing 7 million people on Scoobs. Not to say he doesn't pitch well, but maybe we got a little bit of an angle there. We get a win with a fantasy score, and that bumps it up there. And honestly, I like the Rays to pull off the win in that game too. Minus 105. Are you taking a stab at the Rays and Littell on the ML and the books if you're taking his fantasy score?
I haven't taken anything yet. I do lean them in the game, but I kind of want to take the over too. I just haven't really decided if I'm dead set on getting involved in either of those, because I do think we get like a couple big sequences from the Rays. Judge under a run.
Geeking at this interaction right now.
It's crazy.
I took Judge under a run. Lauren said, "Man, no, why would you do that? I love to see players play like shit." Noah, I do too. That's okay. All right. I didn't fade Judge today, but I'm rooting for you, Noah. All right.
Yeah, it was I know it's a little bit of an A's tax, but I saw that it was up as a gob and it was fully red because he hasn't scored in a year.
See, that makes you think he does score in this game.
Yeah, it's a little concerning.
Huh. Sources are saying Judge got kicked out because the ump thought he was chirping him again, but it was a fan. What the? We got a Volpe single. Sure. He'll get it going. He'll get the party started.
Start the Moose.
People forget this literally happened during the COVID stuff with Steven Strasburg, although he actually got ejected. Strasburg was hurt, sitting behind home plate, literally heckling the umpire during the Nats game. The umpire turned around, saw Strasburg, said, "Get the fuck out of here." Ejected a player who wasn't even on the active roster. He said, "Get the fuck out of the stadium." And he did. He left. Insane. Never seen anything like that before. All right. Dubs, let's keep moving and grooving here. We did the Sharp Report chat. Let's flash it one more time for you. We will post this on the Bookit BTL Twitter accounts this afternoon. Okay, so if you miss it, no worries, no stress. We got you covered, and we got the squad ride post going out later today as well. All right, after we do the vote this afternoon, we got the Surge stream as well right after. Okay, if you guys want to pitch some winners, I'll be hosting today, so please feel free. Come up, give me a sell job. I'm ready to hear it. I'm excited to hear it. All right, guys. Javon, we did the MLB Sharp Reports, or just the Sharp Report in general. A lot of MLB, though. Do you want to talk about NBA? Do you want to talk about NHL before we get balls deep into MLB to wrap this puppy up? Where do you want to go?
Down. We can take a trip to the association for a little bit.
You want to take a trip to the NBA? Sure.
Yeah.
How about the Bucks last night coming through?
Yeah, that was air. Good call.
Unbelievable. We got Nicky Gord's coming in, resubbing. Sixers tied up tonight. Ooh, seems like he's excited to talk some NBA. We got Aaron Judge up to the bats. Okay, let's see what he does. 3 games tonight, chats. Orlando at Cleveland. Orlando looking to even up that series. They're plus 5.5 on the road. Philly at the Knicks. Philly looking to even up that series, moving from +5 to +6 on the road. Interesting. And then the Lakers are getting 7.5 points once again on the road here against the Nuggets, who had a great end of that game to knock off the Lakers, right? After the Lakers started out very strong. So, any of these spreads looking weird to you? Any of the movements looking weird to you after we've already seen a game go through the hoop between these teams?
I wouldn't say anything is looking too odd. There's not like a number that stands out because everything kind of seems like it is where it is or is where it should be. Cavs, I think that's just a bad matchup for the Magic, and you kind of saw it first game. They couldn't score, which not their offense isn't great anyway, but they had their struggles. Sixers have a hurt Embiid, and Maxey may or may not play, so that's probably factoring into a little line move there. And Lakers are ratchet, Nuggets are just that much better. So spreads look about right. I don't know if there's any that's catching your eye.
Yeah, I'm doing some research. People are saying the under in Orlando, Cleveland. I don't know about that. Both teams, I think, scored in like the 80s in that first game, so I'm not really in a rush to bet that under again in the second matchup. But Knicks and Philly. Once again, that's some serious line respect for the Knicks after we kind of wanted to back Philly early, but we couldn't after we saw the spread in game 1 with the Knicks laying 4.5. Kind of had to stay off Philly there, and obviously the Knicks ended up winning that game and covering. The game did go over, and now we're seeing this total down from 209.5 to 205.5. I would not mind the under in game 2. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's probably because Embiid's hurt and Maxey just got ruled questionable. So that probably has a little bit to do with it. Oh, Judge is good.
Looks like people are bitching about the umpire once again. The ump is actually fucked.
Yeah, it's just his outside strike that he's calling that's not good.
Okay. Yep.
The same one he called earlier when Boone got tossed.
Oh, that was a bad one.
I bet.
Okay. Well, I got no problem with that call with Aaron Judge at the dish. Okay. Boston Sports Store coming in resubbing 27 months is a commitment. You're goddamn right it is. That's almost 2 years. That's more than 2 years. W math. Holy smokes. We got JT Harden coming in as well, resubbing Lake Show tonight. Sure. We'll talk about the Lakers. Javon, I do like that under in the next game, but like you're saying, maybe it makes a little bit of sense with Embiid banged up, with Maxey potentially, out for this matchup. Who knows? Is Embiid going to play through the injury and just probably suck?
Yeah, seems like it, which is why that's why I really don't want to get involved with the under, because the second, he's already not incredibly mobile, but the Knicks are never really going to play like super in transition, but you might have to now. And they're just going to pick out every spot on the court to dominate. And I guess they won't have the crutch. Like offensively, he was on Hardenstein and it was baby food for the start of the game. Then they brought Mitchell Robinson in and he got hurt at that point too, but it wasn't nearly as easy. So I just think they're going to pick on Embiid on defense, which is why I don't want to get involved with any under fading of points in that game.
Okay. That's fair. And you know what? With all those injury concerns, I'll probably stay off too. Let's talk about the Lakers and the Nuggets game. Did that total go over in game 1?
No.
It did not.
I don't think so.
It did not. It was about 10 points off. Okay. Lakers hot start. Nuggets close it out very strong. Do we think the Lakers show any life in game 2 here? Does LeBron get activated? He was taking over early, Javon, and then he kind of went ghost mode, I feel like, late in that game. I don't think LeBron even scored in the 4th of that first game. Pretty weird. Do we like taking a stab at the Lake Show to cover this number after failing to cover, at the end of last game, or are we staying off this one?
Good on this one. Kind of think they get the absolute piss beat out of them for the entire game this time. So
wow.
Totally good. D'Angelo Russell is unplayable, but they're going to have to because they need scoring options outside of LeBron and AD, but he is a traffic cone.
Yeah, he cannot make a shot to save his life. I think he shot, 1 for 9 from 3?
Yeah, it's not even like offensively.
Holy
he was
smokes.
bad just because, the shots weren't falling and he kept shooting them, but like defensively, they're just picking on him every single time. It's just like with him on the court, they need a scoring, I guess, upside, but man, whenever he's in the court, they're just going to put him in a bad matchup on defense and pick on him every time, and it's not much resistance when you do that against the Nuggets.
That's facts. This something might be worse than Angel. They're saying, holy smokes, dude. We got
That's
Tolerance coming in, resubbing for 7 months. Let's go, Tolerance. Sure we can. W's. Okay. Yeah, I'm not loving the NBA board today either, Javon. If you had to take something, you have to take something in the association, prize pick square, straight bet, whatever, total, spread, ML, alt line, anything. One wager, one play in the NBA tonight. Where are you going?
Probably Nuggets.
Nuggets, spread?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think there's a couple decent, I guess, angles square-wise, though, that I guess I would much rather do. I guess there's probably one in every game, potentially.
What about Jamal? What about backing Jamal Murray threes in any capacity after he couldn't fucking make one to save his life in that first game? I think he ended up with a couple, but he shot so many. Did not look good.
I don't hate that.
Any thoughts on that?
I don't hate that. I don't know. I kind of question. I think he's going to be dishing a little more today, and they'll be working to get switches off of a bunch of different matchups and put D'Lo in a blender. She may not be on him the entire time. That's I don't really have a guy, I guess, for the Nuggets that's really standing out for me, unless they figure out how to make some kind of adjustments with D'Lo, maybe playing him a little bit less, and then it's probably going to be Aaron Gordon grubbing on the dunker spot. But I don't know if I have a guy for the Nuggets.
Okay. That's fair. I'm pulling it up right now. I want to make sure we're not missing anything here. Are there any weird squares up in that game that you were head scratching?
I don't think there's any weird ones in that one.
Okay. Aaron Gordon 3.
Kind of weird, but it's up quite a bit. I wouldn't mind that one though.
Okay. Christian Braun has a 3 up, but he's kind of been low-key banging him a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Jamal Murray 3-pointers attempted. Looks a little bit low. Maybe he doesn't shoot as many today after he was moose shit in game 1.
It's possible.
Well, they've got that free throw up after coming off a goose egg, Javon.
Could be the difference.
I wouldn't mind that more than 2.5 free throws for Jamal Murray.
Sure.
Chat, what do you guys like in these NBA games? And no, Alec, I'm not going to pull up the new Broncos uniforms. They're gross. Not worth our time.
Yeah, they suck.
Not worth our time. Nope. Not doing it. Chat, any other weird squares for this first game? I know KCP went nuclear in the second half of that first game. I think he banged 3 threes in the second half of that game. Maybe a little KCP fades, or maybe backing another guy like Michael Porter to wake up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. He's owner of the Lakers, so it's definitely some corpage.
I might sprinkle on that 3.5 3-pointers made demon for Michael Porter that has no business even being up or hitting. Just a little sprink, nothing crazy.
Fair enough.
All right. 1, 2, 3 for Rodone. No walks, I'm assuming. I didn't see any. Good. All right. Let's go to the ice real quick, Javon, and then we will finish up with MLBs. Just want to make sure we have all of our ducks in a row over here on the ice. You talked about the Toronto-Boston game a little bit here. Any additional thoughts, comments, concerns with the first game of the day today on the NHL slate?
No, nothing much more. I like the over. I'll be on the over. I think the Bruins win again, but I'm not willing to go to the grave with that because I do think the Leafs are going to play a little better, a little more inspired, even without the possibility of Nylander coming back. But yeah, I like goals in that game. I think it's going to be a little more exciting.
Okay. Chat told me to check out George's Niang squares.
There's a couple weird 3-point squares in that game that I wouldn't mind. Georges Niang, Gary Harris, a couple of those guys. They have like weird gobs up, which is odd. I guess it makes a little more sense for the Magic. Maybe not for Gary Harris because he went bagel from 3. I think like 0 for 5 or somewhere near that last game. But he's got the gob up, and that's the only way they can win by shooting threes. And Georges Niang, not huge role, but obviously didn't do shit in that first game either. So, I mean, those are 2 guys. I think they only have the 0.5 gobs and then the 1.5 demons up. I might sprinkle on 2 entries with both of those together.
Okay. Interesting. Georges Niang. Yeah, that one definitely interested me. That definitely caught my eye as soon as chat brought that one up. Now, I got some questions for you because I'm looking at the ice plays here. I'm looking at teams like Dallas, like our guy Achilles is saying. Sure, they're up to minus 141 on the ML, but we just saw every home team over the freaking weekend take home the win. Are we going to assume that's, happening once again today? Probably not, right? But he's talking about, I got to pull up this message. Stars are 0-3 versus Vegas this season, and they lost 4-2 last year. They win this game tonight. I mean, Javon, you tell me what you think, my man. I know Vegas has had an up and down season. Dallas, local team right by you. I'm sure there's a lot of talk, right? You guys go to the game sometimes as well. What are your thoughts on that Dallas-Vegas game, especially with all the home teams winning over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to catch me catching the home team, any of them on the ice. I will not be betting today. Partly because of that, but partially because I don't want to either. But I like VGK in the series for whatever reason. Huge leadoff single. For whatever reason, people love the Stars. Not today, but just in general to make a cup run. Even though, they've been top tier team in the West, top tier team in the league, obviously. But if you actually watch them, it's not much difference from the rest of the field. And VGK getting a little healthier. Goalie play is going to start to fizzle out, I think, with Logan Thompson coming in. They have Mark Stone returning, long-term IR glitch. Shout out to Lightning for starting that and making it big. But yeah, I'm not touching the Stars in a bit. I do think this game is going to be a little more physical than people think because I guess with Vegas, I mean, they haven't played many great teams to end the season, and it's been a little shaky because of the goaltending. I think that settles down. It's going to be physical. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think this game can be pretty similar to what we saw from the Caps Rangers, where it's going to be a stall until they find a goal from somebody, maybe early in the second period, and then you see a little bit of a flurry, but it still finds its way under. So that's probably what I would take, if anything, in this game.
Okay. I'd be down to back some unders after how the fucking NHL games ended last night with 2 straight overs to close it out. God. I can't believe that Nashville game went over last night, man. It felt like such an under game. Next thing you know, goals galore late. Cake.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
How about it?
Sucks. I think Josh, he was asking about his Preds. Do they have a chance against the Nucks? I mean, sure, I have a chance, but I also saw a stat yesterday, 70% of the teams to win the first game of the series advance. So
it's also
statistically no, but I think those teams are pretty even. If there's one to do it, it might be the Preds.
Yeah, that was their game to steal yesterday. I still think it's going to be a close series and it'll be competitive. So that's one of the more, I guess people think it's one of the more even series.
They needed that win. They needed that win.
Yeah, I don't know if needed is the way to put it, but when you're in that position that they were in on the road in that spot where that's the first home playoff game that the Nucks have had their massive moment. You had the point, you had the opportunity to just dead all that momentum at the start. They didn't do it. They even gave them more. That's a problem. And going to that series, they were, the Nucks were minus 150, minus 155, which made the Preds one of the more comfortable dogs to take across really the entire NHL after the way they ended the season. I'm still sticking to that. I think it's the Nucks.
Okay.
By bet.
All right. Well, they got to do something eventually, right?
Yeah. Find out.
Right. LA Edmonton tonight. Feel like nobody's talking about that game too much.
Yeah.
LA's up to plus 145. What are your thoughts on that one?
I think the LA Kings do not have a hell's chance in this series, but I kind of think they have one tonight. And this is a really weird game because the Kings, I mean, they probably shit on themselves, shit down their leg by even getting this matchup with that last game of the season. And everybody was pretty pissed, obviously. You saw the coach's reaction after they scored the goal to tie it and eventually get that matchup. But they don't want it. I don't love their chance in the series. I think they can easily win this game, and then the Oilers can come back and knock back 4 straight. But I like their matchups today, or their potential today to steal one in Edmonton. First game of the series, kind of shock everybody with a little more physical a game than you expected. It's like the Oilers have been playing such inconsistent hockey to finish the season. I really don't like that they gave their guys a little bit of a rest towards the end of the season, which I thought was a little weird considering the other side of the game in that situation. But yeah, it was weird. I don't really like doing that in that situation when you need to establish a little bit of efficiency and consistency. So the Kings, I think, could shock the world today and get game 1, but will that mean anything in the series? I really don't know.
Okay. All right, Chad, you heard it here first. Little hockey breakdown for you. All right. And we already know, I mean, Carolina's already up 1-0 against the Islanders. Any pulse on the Islanders at all in that series or no?
Yeah, a little bit. I wouldn't mind a +1.5 on the Isles. I mean, they did a lot of things right in that first game, in game one. Um, they really didn't make it as physical as probably they needed to be, which is weird because they still kept the game close for a while. But I think all series, no matter if they get swept, no matter if it finds its way to 6 or 7, every game is going to be super competitive just because that's how the Islanders play. They muck it up, and against the Canes, that really works. So I don't see them getting blown out much in the series, regardless of how it ends.
Okay. Canes gentleman sweep. Yeah, that's kind of what I would guess as well. You like Stars tonight? No, not really. Kind of like that they're favorites against a team that historically owns them, but definitely not taking any favorites on the ice tonight after what has happened over the weekends. One of these guys has to fall, and I know it'll be the one that I bet. So I'm good there. Okay. We already went over the NBA as well. Might as well pivot back and go over the MLB slate. Javon, rumor has it you had a nice and early, fresh off the presses. All right. The sun's rising, the cheat sheet's dropping in the newspapers this AM. We go over that puppy. Is it already out?
Yeah, rumors are true.
Sure.
Rumors are true.
Good. Let's take a peep at that fucker. You don't got to go over the whole thing. All right. You don't got to read it off word for word. But talk about some of the things you love, some angles that you really want to dive into for today.
Yeah, I guess home run target wise, I mean, Chris Paddock's been terrible. He's obviously top of the list. You don't have many like true home run issue guys today, or not as much as you have on like a normal slate. But Chris Paddock is an interesting name against the White Sox because despite how bad he's been, it's still the White Sox. But I think they have a pretty decent matchup on him. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple guys take him yard, and the White Sox actually have somewhat of a decent matchup there. Austin Gomber and Coors against the Padres kind of goes without saying. So those are two guys that I'm definitely looking out for a lot more than, the other three on the list. On the side too, Song Kim. I don't know why he owns Austin Gomber, but he just does. Will not mind taking him in Coors today. Ketel Marte, same deal. A lot of the guys, I guess, top two on both of those, I have been starring and keeping that in the back of my mind.
Okay.
Then at the bottom, I think the A's are one of the splits, so you can ignore that. But yeah, the bottom two splits, Goots, potentially. You're on White Sox, dead Larry Bird. Should I be institutionalized? No. Should not. Should not at all.
They're going to win some games.
Yeah, they're going to win something. They're going to win something. Yeah, can ignore A's. That game's already started. What I mentioned about Scooball gives up a lot more home runs, a lot more fly balls to righties. His career historically hasn't faced too many, early in the season, but the Rays are going to stack them. So, I don't think they're going to be good and just demolish them all throughout the start. But if you're the Rays and you want to get to a starter like this, you got to have some power. And the one place they do have it is from the right side. Talk about guys like Paredes. Maybe you get the stray Yandy. Maybe you get the stray, I don't know, Rene Pinto, who weirdly comes up in big spots, even though he's fucking awful. So I think they're going to have a couple home runs off of Scooball today and make things weird, even if they get dominated for the rest of the start. And then Ranger Suarez, even though I don't really want to back him off of a complete game shutout, he's been impeccable at getting ground balls, especially like soft ground balls, which when the Reds are facing left-handed pitching, that's all they do. And it's especially that much more important when you're in Great American Ballpark, keeping the ball out of the air. So I think he's still going to pitch pretty well, which that was when I initially was going to play the Phillies. That was a lot what it was, marked off of, not necessarily Hunter Green on the other side, giving up turkeys, even though I do think that's a significant possibility today, a little less without Bryce, but I think Ranger Suarez gets some easy outs and is efficient today.
Okay. Ranger Suarez follows up that unbelievable start with another one today.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be unbelievable, but it'll be good.
Okay. A little more believable. All right.
Yeah, a little more
That's
believable,
fine.
but still good.
Dubs, you want to touch on some of the rest of the games today we didn't talk about yet?
Sure.
Okay. I like the Pirates. We touched on it. All right, that was on my sharp report. Javon initially on the Phillies, off that game now, though, there. With them on the ML, no thank you. Detroit, Tampa. I mean, Javon, you have that Littell more than fantasy score angle, gun to your head. Are you going with Tampa Bay on the ML here?
Yeah.
Okay. Miami, Atlanta, Ryan Weathers versus Elder. Ooh. We've seen the juice move up about 10 cents on the over. We haven't seen the number move up from 9.5. Still a high number. Looking at weather stats this season, and Elder as well. I don't think has made a start yet this year. This will be his first start of the season.
Yeah, it's his return.
That sounds like cake to me. And then Weathers has that 2.7 ERA, which is, fraudulent as you can get. Miami's been, skating by, actually, playing solid ball, winning a couple games here and there when Weathers has been on the bump. And he's actually been pretty solid for them, but not today, not against Atlanta, not after what Texas did to Atlanta last night, right? No chance.
Yeah, really, the Braves did that to themselves. They should have tied up or at least come a little bit closer in that game. They had a couple chances they didn't capitalize on. Yeah, I don't mind runs here. I wouldn't be shocked to see, as much as I hate Bryce Elder and I wouldn't like to back him, I wouldn't be shocked if the Braves just beat the shit out of him. Hot take, because the fucking Marlins, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one just isn't close.
Okay. All right. What about Kikuchi and Singer? A lot of people in chat asking about Brady Singer. Are we fading him? Are we taking him? A lot of people now asking about Kikuchi. Do we believe in him? Well, the total in this game with both these starters, ERA is at 2.08 and 1.54, respectfully. Unbelievable. All right. Total's up from 8 to 9 in this game after we saw a bazillion runs in that last series with Baltimore at Kansas City, I believe. I like runs in this game. Maybe it seems a little bit too easy. We know these starters and how they typically perform. They're very inconsistent, and they're not typically, 2 ERA guys. Nobody is. All right. It's still early in the year. They're going to come back down to earth. Maybe this is a spot where they both do, and we get an over. I definitely lean that way, Javon. What are your early thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely lean it over. It does make sense because this is one of the big weather games, I guess, with wind blowing out in Kansas City, which is usually pretty good for hitting. But yeah, it seems that everybody wants to fade Kikuchi today. I'm probably not one of those people. Brady Singer, I think they should be favored in this game with Brady Singer at home. How well he has always pitched at home, and to start the season, he's been lights out there too. I think he's 3 starts there. He's given up a total of 2 runs. One of those was against the White Sox, but the others were against the Twins and Astros. Just finally went on the road against the White Sox. Was good, not fantastic. Coming back now, and I don't know. I really think, first of all, every Royals game over seems somewhat sharp, so I'm trying to dial back on that a little bit because everybody wants to take it every single game. But yeah, I'm a little shocked to see the Jays favored with how pissed they've been on the road. Yes, they've been great, I guess, for a majority of these series. Won a couple in a row, but I'm not fading Kikuchi today. Yes, W. Rodon.
Rodon is playing with fire, and he's putting it out. Good for
Trench
him.
warfare.
Love that. He's battling. It's not going to be easy. Nobody knew, or everyone knew it wouldn't be easy for Rodon. The guy's wild as fuck. All right, but he's honing in. He's getting out of jams. Look, still a lot of time left. He could have back-to-back walks, knowing how he pitches. So let's not get our hopes up here, chat. Let's not get our hopes up.
Yeah.
Okay. Runs coming at a premium in New York. It's still early in that game too, guys. We
Let's
know
wait for the splooge.
Oakland's their middle name might as well be crooked number. Okay.
Yeah.
They give them up. Sometimes they put them up themselves. Rarely.
Sometimes.
But yeah, guys, early game. All right. Still a lot of time left there. Cannon versus Paddock, weird game. You already talked about Paddock being a potential, home run target for today. How do you think this Cannon kid pitches after a pretty darn good debut? Are you backing him again? Are you trusting him in this spot?
Yeah, not really. I think this is another game that I definitely went back and forth, and I kind of want the over because I don't want to say I don't have much hope for Chris Paddock, but I think he's a little vulnerable today, even though it is the White Sox. But Jonathan Cannon, if you look at a lot of his lines, in his debut against the Royals, he was at a juicy 2.5 earned runs, which I thought it was a little tough to read because I didn't know much about him. And obviously it's the Royals. I don't know how the market respects him, but the Twins, who are a ratchet offense, obviously the strikeout upside is a little bit there, which is big for Cannon. He's at 3.5 earned runs today, which I think is extremely odd. Talking about how the Twins have been terrible offensively the whole season. Everybody knows that. So I think they get to him today. Maybe it's going to have to be from a couple big shots because that's how the Twins get their offense, whatever it is. There's a lot of weird twin squares up on the board if you look through prize picks, but I think they're going to match each other with some Turks and we get some runs in this game.
Okay. I think I'm with you. I mean, we cannot back on that kid to throw another fucking gem again. Give me a break.
Yeah.
And we know Paddock is going to get roughed up a little bit too. Although it might be against the White Sox, they should be able to do something against that Musha pitcher. So runs, I'm in. We already talked about Arizona, St. Louis. I like the D-backs chat. All right, I'll be on their ML. San Diego, Colorado. Dylan Cease versus Gomber. This one is interesting. Dylan Cease got that sub-2 ERA. He's been on fuego. They're not getting that much respect. He's not getting that sub-2 ERA respect on this line today, Javon. Maybe it's because the Rockies got some wins yesterday. I don't know. But I would have thought the Padres would be, with Dylan Cease on the bump, at least minus 200 in this game. They're minus 180. This is kind of giving me, Astros ML vibes on Sunday when the Nats pitcher out of nowhere throws an 8-inning fucking gem and is the best left-handed pitcher in MLB right now. And by the way, he might be. Parker. Yeah. Remember the name. Okay.
Yeah.
This gives me Gomber gem vibes.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with Gomber gem, but I do think the Rockies are probably a little live in this game. Again, if you've been betting baseball for a while, one of the most profitable spots to do or spots to take when the Rockies are involved. When they're in the middle of a homestand, they're playing in Coors after just being there, no travel involved, and they're playing first game against a team who's coming from elsewhere. So yeah, it's the exact situation you're in. Does the line seem short? Absolutely, especially when you include the fact that the Rockies, who already have a dog shit bullpen, they just played a doubleheader yesterday. So you can probably pencil in some Turks in the back end of this game, and they're only plus 150. It's odd. I'll say that. So I mean, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to go gun to your head and take an over here. I wouldn't mind that, especially with the bullpen stuff considered. But yeah, the fact that Astros are only minus 180 with season the bump feels very, very telling.
Feels weird. Yep. We got Sears throwing a gem against his old team. I believe he was initially a Yankee. Wasn't he a Yankee minor leaguer?
Former Yank.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking it personally. Still a lot of ball game left, chat, especially with these two pitchers on the bump.
Let's see a second time through.
Let's see what happens second time through the lineup, right? We'll see. It might be a little different. Okay. Awesome. Well, we already talked about the O's and the Angels as well. Suarez and Detmers. I don't know if I caught your thoughts on that game, Javon. Are you with me? You like runs in that contest?
I do like runs. Okay. A good bit of them from the Angels. I don't love to, I guess, back Detmers, so I'd probably stick with you and your angle there with the over. But yeah, I think they destroyed Albert Suarez. Little Mickey Mouse run for a start is probably over.
Okay. All right. So I'm with you as well there. Like the over a lot. Mets and Giants, late night Geyserman. Quintana versus Wynn. Looks like the Mets are catching a little bit of steam on the ML towards Quintana. To be honest, I thought they already should have been a favorite, so I thought it was weird seeing Wynn open up the favorite in this spot. I know they're home. I know Quintana is, you know what you're getting out of Quintana, but he's been pretty solid so far this season. The total's up from 7.5 to 8.5. Runs are coming from someplace in this game, and with San Francisco opening up minus 120, minus 125. I wouldn't be shocked if the runs aren't coming from Wynn and they're coming from Quintana. I kind of like the Giants with that opener, but might stay off now that the line is back to probably where it should. I still think the Mets should get a little more respect here. I'm a little bit confused considering how well they've played recently, Javon.
Yeah, and that will be why I am on the Giants in this game.
Worked. What's the prize picks board telling you about this Wynn kid?
I mean, he's not very good. I don't think the prize picks board is really screaming anything out of the ordinary for him, but I'm definitely backing him today. I guess more so backing the Giants bats to get something going against Quintana, because that's I guess a lot of people try to target Quintana because we all know he's realistically not great, but he's been overperforming a little bit. And when those pitchers do that against better offenses and they go and face an offense that's predicated on power with a lot of swing and miss, that's kind of the situation where the unexpected comes out and they get to some regression for the guy. So I think that's today.
Okay. And I'm with you. Add San Francisco ML to my card as well. Sign me up. I'm in there. Dubs. Jaden's bitching, as he should. He deserves it. We're not getting runs at the strike zone. Continues to be a foot out of the box all around the zone. Jaden, whatever you got to say to make yourself feel better about that moonship bets, go ahead and get it out. All right, you are getting screwed by the umps. You hate to see it. But you know what? That's why you never nuke one play. You go one unit and you bounce back. We'll get those coins back with the squad ride tonight. All right, Jaden, no stress. Quintana less than fantasy. Yeah, Ben, good point there. I wouldn't mind taking a stab at that. Wouldn't mind taking his less than fantasy.
It is always weirdly low, but I mean, these are numbers he eclipsed in Great American Ballpark against the Reds, against the Braves, who are one of the best lefty hitting teams in the league, and against the Pirates, who not nearly as good, but definitely better offense than the Giants. So feels a little telling there too.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sometimes the opener matters more than the line closes, chats. And in this case, personally at least, I think the Giants opened up where they did. It's very telling with their young pitcher on the bump against the veteran Quintana and the red hot Mets. Sure, the Mets didn't win last night. Don't care. Overall, they've been one of the hottest teams in baseball. Remember how bad they were the first week and a half? Everyone freaked out. They already rolled them out for the whole season. Well, now the fucking Mets are 12-9, chat. They're 12-9. They're fine. Okay, they're honestly like in playoff contention right this second. Not that that matters because we're so early in the season. It doesn't matter. All right? Sure, they're coming off a 10-0 smacking. Do not love that. I don't. But sometimes you got to pick your spots here and look at the openers more than those closing lines. And in this case, it's speaking to me. Giants, I'm out. Sure.
Yeah.
Jared Jones and Cease K's ladder. I do like Jared Jones today. I will not be taking his K's today, but I do think he deals, and I would not mind if you guys took it. A little sprink. Do your job today, Jones. Very excited to see him pitch against this pretty good Brewers squad. Very curious to see how he does. Total's down to 7.5 with Ross, pitching not too great recently too. That game's making me feel like it's going to be a gem from Jones, but we'll see. We'll see. That one's not going to be easy with how many games they've lost recently, chat. It is what it is. They've lost a bunch of games in a row. Now they're laying minus 140. I fucking bet. Hate to fade Joe Ross, but you got to do what you got to do out here, man. Straight up. Straight up. All right. Dubs, chat. We still have about 10 minutes left. All right. 3-2 count. Oh, please no walks. Please no walks. Please no walks. Please no walks. And yeah, Roach to Baylor is just weird. I don't understand that, Jaden, but
whatever. No, that's perfect. That's like that might be the best fit out of any transfer portal move we've seen so
really
far. He's like he's such a Baylor guard that literally works to a T.
Huh. Okay. 3-2 counts. Come on. Foul.
Trench warfare. Could he get him?
Please no walk, sir. You've been so good up to this point, Rodone. Please. You've been so good up to this point.
Battle of
helping
Berg.
Us out there a little bit.
Battle of Berg.
Yeah, this is a great at bat. Come on, chat.
Slept on that he also has 0 strikeouts.
That's insane.
Could be the
actually
time
insane.
For the first.
Come on. Show me the money. And a walk.
No, GG.
Dude.
It's 1.
Not good. Because you could easily throw a second one right here, back to back. No questions asked.
Good.
Let's see how he starts out this at bat. Who do we have up?
Tyler Nevin. Barry Bonds.
Jesus Christ. Come on. Write down the most important pitch of the at bat is that first pitch. Can we see one turn red? Can we get a strike? Can we get a 0-1 count to start out this AB, please? Come on. Make it happen, and then we can get back to business. All I got to do is see a strike.
Oh, hit by pitch.
And a hit by pitch. Okay, that's not a strike.
We take that.
That's
we take that.
A walk.
We take that.
Maybe go talk to him, coach. Maybe go talk to him there. Ooh. Yeah, that curveball's working great, right?
Now we got a Rooker Bond sighting. Wouldn't that be something?
Please, no walks. Please.
What about a Rooker Bonds ball into orbit?
Please, no walks. Please. Wrote down. There's not even any outs in this inning, Javon. You know he's walking someone else.
Dude, let him melt.
And it's beginning. It's already begun.
Let him melt.
Chats. This is not good. This could be good for your over. There's a meat. There's a meatball.
Dude, he was ready for that. If he's fouling that off.
Knock, knock. Who's their meat?
Rooker, send one into orbit for me.
Come on, Rodon. Show me the money. Find that zone, bro. You can give up a tater. Just fill it.
Dude, I
No
love
walks.
a tater.
Let him hit it. Another foul right down the cock vein.
Ma's
Right down it.
beef. Ma's beef down the middle.
It's disgusting, man.
Yeah, we got to be better. We got to be better.
We do have to be better, but luckily we're going to do a squad ride coming up here in a minute, and that, I mean, we don't have a choice. We have to be better for that. So, chat, let's watch one more pitch here, and then we're going to go to the squad ride. That might be a nuke.
Wow, at the wall. At the wall. Yes.
Bro, I was watching that little chart on the left.
I know, I was looking at the chart.
That ball was out by 40 fucking feet.
We might have to watch.
Might be off.
We might have to watch Bangalores AB.
Let's see where this puppy went. W. Goots, great work in the back end once again. Love that.
Wow, that was almost a Mickey Mouse home run.
I mean,
the fact that almost gets out is hilarious.
The fact that they get away with playing in that park is absurd.
Cooperstown Dreams Park, man.
Like, somebody give me a bat. Short porch right field. Are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. Put some of these A's relievers in there. I could legitimately do something against them. Okay. Goots, run that shit. I want to see that train. We got work to do. All right, chat. Push squad ride on Friday. All right, on the over in DC. It is what it is. Look, we can't complain. The coins came home. They didn't double. They didn't multiply, but they didn't, lose. They didn't disintegrate. All right, so we're back today for some more. Let's bring the energy, bring the focus, click the right button, as I always say. All right, stay dialed. We're going to lay up you guys, or alley-oop you guys, some options here from today's slate from MLB, NBA, NHL, the whole 9 yards. All right, so get ready to click the right button. Drop your favorite play in the chat. If you want us to get involved or throw it in there potentially, put that shit in the chat. I want to know your favorite play today. Go, go, go. All right. Javon, what are the plays that are looking at you funny that you just cannot resist?
I mean, I like that over in the Leafs game for sure.
Okay. The over 5.5 still?
Yep.
Dubs?
Prime like Stars ML with 6 open spots.
Sure. Primer never change, bro. Never change. Okay, you're perfect just how you are. All right. Maybe just cut the units down, will you? All right, we're gonna go Toronto and Boston over 5.5. Sure. What about NBA? Is anything on the association worth our time tonight? Maybe a little Nuggets spread action.
Wouldn't say it's worth a squad ride.
Okay. Let's go back to the diamond where we belong. Sure. I like the Pirates a lot today.
I have no problems with Pirates.
Okay. Pirates MO. In Jones we trust. You're off that Philly game. Do you like that under in that Cincy Philly game?
I do. Just feels like it makes a little too much sense now with Bryce Harper out.
Okay. All right. What about the over in Toronto, Kansas City?
Like it, don't love it. I thought you were going to go with that Orioles over.
Yeah, I was getting there. Definitely down to add that one as well.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Over 8.5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Baltimore, LA, over 8.5. Sure. OMG A's. Let's go hit Yankees. They just blew it, didn't they?
GG.
They blew it. Okay. What about the over in San Diego, Colorado, or maybe some sort of fade cease angle there? The Giants late night on the ML also cannot get swept.
I'm good with any of those.
It's good Giants ML.
Sure.
And then what about the Diamondbacks ML against Lance Lynn?
I'm in on the D-backs.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's 5 plays. Let me know what you think of these 5, Javon. Toronto, Boston over, Pirates ML, Baltimore Angels over, Giants ML, and D-backs ML.
I'm in on those 5.
Okay, good. Good. Is Mike on the Bookit account with me right now? Mike, show yourself. Hand up. Chat 5 plays, 5 winners. Squad ride. Lock the fuck in. Get your votes in. All right. Click the right button. Don't pick the fun bet. Don't pick the sport of the bet you love. Pick the winner. It's that simple. All right. Click the right button. Keep the blinders on. Stay focused. Stay dialed. You guys are the sharpest chat in all of the land. All right, guys. So dial the fuck in. Click the right button. And let's cash another squad ride tonight. 5 plays, 5 winners. Hurry up. Lock in your votes. Go. Toronto, Boston over 5.5. The Pirates on the ML, Baltimore and Los Angeles over 8.5. We've got the Giants on the ML and the D-backs on the ML. Let's hope the snakes don't bite. All right?
We need them to bite.
Jack, get those votes in. Go. Hurry up. Javon, what are you voting for, my man?
I mean, I like the Leafs over the best. Looks like it's already getting some love, though.
Good. I got no qualms with that. Soto triple.
There we go.
Ooh,
There we go.
It's him. He's the best player on that team. It's not even close. He might have taken
Timothy.
Judge's powers. He's him.
Timothy.
He's him. Chat, get those votes in right now. It's looking like the over on the ice is taking the cake with twice as many votes as any other play. All right, if you're watching on YouTube right now, that is fine. But if you want to vote for the squad ride, the poll that we're talking about and showing you, come over to the Twitch at Bookit Sports. Stay a while. All right, at least for the end of the poll here. And your opinion matters. Your vote matters. All right, so come over from the YouTube, and then you can go back to the no ads, whatever you want to do. I don't give a hoot. Just get your vote in. Just get your vote in. Who faked banged a triple?
No way we
Remy Lowe, I
fake
saw
banged
it,
the
man.
triple.
I saw it. Oh, it's a goat too. My name's
No
Jeff.
way we fake banged a triple.
Extremely fake. Extremely fake.
I bet.
He's literally batting right now. He hasn't even gotten a hit yet. Oh. Unbelievable, dudes. Jeffrey,
Vintage.
bro, you're
Vintage.
a seasoned vet. You're not supposed to let those
Vintage.
get swept and squeak through. Shit. I hope that doesn't throw us off the whole rest of the day, Javon, but it might.
Yeah, it's
Just might.
best.
It just might. All right, chat. Here's what we got for today. Squad ride. Lock the fuck in. Tail this for a unit responsibly every day. And don't think twice about it. The over in Toronto and Boston. Over 5.5 on the ice tonight. Don't forget about it. Don't let it get swept. All right? We're going to fire up the Surge stream here in one moment, chat. Okay? Stick with us. Pitch me a play. Give me one hell of a sell job. And maybe I'll tail it. All right? But you got to come give me some effort. Give me a sell job. Give me a winner. All right? We'll drop the link here soon. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick and lock back in. I need to hear some plays for the Surge stream. All right, guys? We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place on BTL. We'll be seeing. Stick around for the Surge.